What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. How's everybody doing? We gotta wait for Instagram. Give me the thumbs up. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. Hope everyone is having a legendary day. I'm excited. I know I say that a lot on the show. That's kind of the inside joke between everybody. What's TJ not excited for? Um, but I'm definitely excited because we're here, bruh. It's been a long journey to get here, and yet it just seems like yesterday we were doing free agency talk. We're gonna go ahead and get over tackles that we think the Niners should target or will target in the case of one of mine. In this year's draft. Also, um, we're gonna go over his John Lynch's pre-draft presser. Um, maybe do a mock draft. We'll see how Jason feels about that. And then your boy's got to fry some chicken because I got work tomorrow. And then we'll get ready for the draft. All right, but before we do all that, what's cracking media? My bad. What's up, Carcast? Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We're gonna go ahead, pay some bills, and then we're gonna get the show crack-a-lacking. Today's episode is sponsored by Power Brand Systems. Need help getting new customers for your business? Let Power Brand Systems help you grow with their powerful tools. Visit powerbrandsystems.com/Niner Faithful Radio for more info. For the Faithful, by the Faithful, off-season sale is happening now. Save 20% on all For the Faithful, by the Faithful season 1 through 3 gear now through June 30th. Go ahead and visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop to save. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X. If you like our content and would like to support the show, consider leaving us a tip in our tip jar at NinerFaithfulRadio.us/tip jar. Join our exclusive membership community where you get exclusive NFR content not available anywhere else. Join our exclusive chat, 20% off of all non-sale For the Faithful, by the Faithful gear, and much more. Visit portal.ninerfaithfulradio.us/login to join. Join us Friday for our NFR weekly review at 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. End your week with some drinks and laughs. All right, we didn't cut out the Friday show. We will not be live at 6 p.m. It's a half an hour to 15 minutes before the draft. I can't think of the top of my head right now. I have it written down in my notebook. I'll tell y'all before the show. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, faithful of all ages, let's get the show cracking.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
You're tuned into Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful, brought to you by Power Brand Systems.
What's cracking, Jason? How you doing, bruh?
John, Aloha Faithful, how is it all going today?
We're gonna talk to them. We're gonna talk about them obviously today. So I got done before the intro. Woo! Raise the roof, y'all. Raise the roof. Anyway, that's showing my age right there. There's some people in the comments right now like, what the fuck is raise the roof? So why does he look like he's doing upside down push-ups? That's Morgan next Trent. I wouldn't necessarily go that far. We'll get to tackles, of course. Wanted to go over John Lynch's press conference real quick. No, it wasn't groundbreaking. He wasn't like, yeah, y'all, this is exactly who we're targeting. I thought it was kind of funny that he pretty much said at the beginning of his press conference, like, yeah, we're gonna keep the questions to the draft. And literally, like the first 6 questions he took were about BA. After he literally pretty much said what he's like, yeah, I've said what I'm gonna say. This is where I stand. I'm not gonna put our business out there. And like literally, most of the questions were about BA. The only thing I felt that he, what's up?
Oh, I was thinking
No.
my beard's getting a little out of control. I've been brushing all day.
I know I gotta probably trim mine here pretty quick too. So I will say this: he did sound more confident than I thought he did at the combine. Now he spoke before this Mike Silver report came out. Look, I'm gonna take John Lynch at his word, and when he said that he would be very surprised if BA wasn't on the roster come Friday. Yeah. Best question was, have you guys been communicating in emojis or words? I mean, that shows you that, I think our press corps has a very good relationship with Kyle and Kyle. I feel that, sure, look, this ain't New York, right? I haven't missed you at night cold drip until Thursday.
Dude, just grab a bottle of whiskey, man. It's better for you.
I mean, yeah, seriously. I'm pretty much like, we're gonna do the show tonight. Obviously put it out as the
there you
podcast.
Go. Get yourself some Pendletons, take a few shots, and you'll be good.
I'm going to fry some chicken tonight for dinner tonight, and then for dinner tomorrow at work. I'm rocking and rolling through work tomorrow. I got a little
side thing. What are you serving with fried chicken?
I'm doing so. Bubby's not going to be here tonight. She's at her grandparents having dinner every Tuesday. She's like, look, babe, you do your podcast stuff. I'll just go to my grandparents on Tuesday. So I'm just simply having chicken and waffles and some watermelon.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Your boy's just gonna fry. I mean, it's gonna take me a while to fry this chicken, so I'm gonna fry the chicken.
You are not leaning in any stereotypes for that, are you?
I know. You know what? Like, it was funny one time. So my last girl before Bubby, I was walking through Safeway one time, and I had some jambalaya, some cornbread, orange soda, and fried chicken. And she just looked at me and just started laughing.
Sounds like good night to me. I'm ready for the night right there.
Hey, you know what? I look at it in our stereotype. Like, stereotypes are stereotypes because, let's be real, they're lightweight true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real, bro. They're lightweight true.
So let me tell you, so obviously being Samoan, we're having rice with ours. So with me, what I do is I peel back the skin. I put some rice inside the skin, and that's how I eat the skin. Maybe put a little hot sauce or some gravy on the rice while it's in the skin. That's the way to go, man. I'm telling you.
I'm actually trying to. I'm starting a little. I'm trying a little bit of a different recipe today. I'm adding some paprika, just because I know that's quite a common thing in fried chicken.
I will say even better, get smoked paprika, because you got to have your dried red pepper.
I don't think we have smoked paprika, but
I'm just saying, like, next time next time we at the store and make it, instead of just getting regular paprika, get smoked paprika. Whole different world. Truthfully,
honestly, I'm thinking about trying it with buttermilk. I told my girl's mom, I'm going to look at a couple recipes, figure out how to do it because I've never done it that way before. I cooked the way fried chicken the way I was taught, and it's always been made for me. Yeah. So I've never had buttermilk fried chicken, but I hear it's good. So I'm interested.
That's the way I make mine.
And Bubby is a very, very, you keep the same things. I've had my meals prepared the same way for years. I'm just I keep it the way I like. Bubby's the type of, she wants to try everything different and do it different this time than she did last time. So she's open to it. Anyway, so Mike Silver came out and said that from what he's hearing of a source inside the building, that they're asking for a first-round pick. Don't be surprised. Well, I mean, what do you think they were going to ask for? Like, I don't feel that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying Mike Silver's report's wrong. John Lynch even admitted, yeah, they fielded some calls. Right? It'd be malpractice of him not to.
And what's wrong? And I said people get getting real butthurt. Like, why are they even picking up the phone? Well, why wouldn't you? To me, that's just dumb.
That's they've came out here and said, and I think people have always been mad that we're not the Yams who just go in all out every year, trade for everybody and everything like that. The Niners have came out, and I think a little of this goes with even Jet, because look at Harbaugh, very draft and develop type of philosophy. That's kind of been our philosophy for a while. I mean, quick, name 10 Niners right now, and how many of them were drafted? Jerry, Joe, Ronnie, Frank, Patrick.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much everybody from them days.
Roger. I mean, pretty much almost any Niner that you could think of just blurting out Niners, were drafted. T.O.
JJ
was. JJ. Don't get me started on JJ. I think he might be at Niners training camp because somebody says he's a coach in the Bay Area. And I've seen some, and I'm like, is that him? He's never been close enough for me to be like, hey, JJ, and anything like that. But I've been like, is that him, bruh? It looks like him. Anyway, so I will be on air saying trading Brandon Ayuk does not, in no possible way, makes the 24 San Francisco 49ers better. So, Jason, we pretty much have said we agree on that. Let me rephrase and bounce the question to you. We trade BA. We still Super Bowl contenders.
Yes. I don't think we
I'm currently watching it before we started the show. I was flipping through a couple different videos, but I will finish it.
I saw it. I do think we are. A lot of it also depends on where we go with that draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
So, say we go up to number 5. Do we get the top offensive line? Do we get the top D line?
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Do we get the Marvin? Obviously, something like that. Because then you have that cascade of questions. Okay, so say we get Joe Alt from Notre Dame. Okay, who steps up to be the number 2 receiver at that point? Does it just go automatically to Juwan Jennings, or do they go to like Ronnie Bell slides into the Ayuk role and Jennings keeps the same role that he always has? So I mean, I think you'd have to play that game of where the pieces fit, or whether you're not, to determine how much of a Super Bowl contender you still would be.
Yeah, I would definitely say, tell me what the 53 looks like. Do I think we could win the division? Yes, I do believe we could win the division. Could we be the 1 seed?
Maybe.
I think that might be a little I think we would compete for it. I think that everybody's talking about Green Bay and obviously Detroit. I feel Green Bay and Detroit are going to beat up on each other.
I mean, they did this year and they both almost beat us. So I mean, they're still.
It's get another who's a good route runner. I mean, that's clearly we trade BA receiver is going to be a possibility in round 1. I'd rather have a 6'10" IU draft from Washington and trade Debo next on the receiver. Honestly, truthfully, I think that's what's going to happen. I think Debo is getting traded next offseason. But
I would next offseason's where that door is wide open for that.
That door is wide open. I think. Look, I think everybody and anybody. Not everybody, but anybody is on the trade block next year. Minus Nick Bosa. Trent's not going anywhere because he's either going to retire. Like, let's be real. Trent's going to finish his career as a Niner.
Trent's going to do what Trent wants to do.
He's going to finish his career as a Niner because he's either going to retire after this year, or he's going to come back and, we're not trading Trent Williams. So besides Bosa and Trent Williams, including, breaks my heart to say it, but Bam Bam, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Breaks my heart. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think all possibilities are on the table next year. So, Kenny, right there, Warner. I mean, breaks my heart to say it, but y'all know my two favorite Niners. It's no secret for those who listen to this show regularly. My two favorite Niners on the team right now are George Kittle and Fred Warner. So it will break my heart, but we're going to definitely be in a situation we haven't been through in a while.
Business decisions will have to be made.
Business decisions.
Just real quick, business.
Nothing personal, strictly business. Real quick, just running through the rest of my notes on his press conference. This I thought was one of the most interesting things I said in the press conference. We had 83. So the Niners put grades on. Look, this team traded Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, and let Ronnie Lott walk out in free agency. Okay. I'm just going to say that. Love Fred Warner, love George Kittle, there is nobody on this roster right now that you say is untradeable, even though I said Nick Bosa, just not going to do that. But there's nobody on this roster that's untradeable more than Jerry Rice, who walked, Ronnie Lott, who walked, Joe Montana, Charles Haley. Like, you see that? I'm sorry. Who is Fred Warner to Ronnie Lott? Like, I'm sorry. Mr. Four Rings himself. So, 83 players that the Niners had grades. They said they any player that they feel is more than 50% chance of coming out to school, they put a draft grade on. Of those players that they thought had more than a 50% chance to go back to school, 83 players went back to school that they thought wouldn't. Of those 83 players, 35 had starter grades. NIL is real. Let's be real. The idea of that. Ideally, you think Caleb Williams really wants to go to the Bears? No.
No.
I wouldn't think so. I'm not saying he would necessarily want to go for the Chiefs or even us. I mean, honestly, Caleb Williams might want to come to us because Caleb Williams probably would think he could beat out Brock Purdy. But
he talked about it at some point, not necessarily that he could beat out Brock or anything, but he talked about, landing with the Niners would be like a dream position for him.
David, what's good, brother?
What up, McNiner?
We're going to get, when I show y'all my last mock draft I did before the show, we're going to get into a little bit of the yams because what scares me the most is not only we're so focused on the Niners, and who are we going to draft? There's some players I damn sure don't want to see go into the yams.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Newton going to the yams scares me. Yeah, I don't want to see that happen. Anyway, so NIL's real. Lynch said the 49ers have 22 prospects. We picked 31st. I was just going to get into that right now. 22 first-round grades, 16 gold helmets, and only 170 draftable grades that the Niners have.
So obviously, picking at 31, I don't think is a high priority. I still think we're either trading up or we're trading down early into the second round, like, upper 40s, so it's lower 40s, I should say. Or I guess, 42, 43, somewhere in that kind of an area. Because you're kind of, I don't want to, you're picking at the back end of the top, if that means, what I mean? You're not getting your number one. Yeah, there you go. That's the best way to put it.
So, I mean,
staying where we at, we have way too many draft picks to sit still. Unless we're going to pick at 31 and then jump back up again, early in the second round again with some of those other draft picks, which I'm okay with that.
John Lynch said he believes the bottom half of this draft is weak. So I could definitely see this as a first to fourth round draft, and then let's be real, fifth, because they will always include the fifth just because of the success they've had in the fifth round.
And then bounce.
So I could literally see us trading all our sixth and seventh round picks to move in the fourth, moved in the fifth. What I'm hoping, another reason, I ain't gonna lie, brother, another reason why I chose to take the first half during day 3 was because I think the Niners are going to be rocking and rolling.
And obviously, if they start going off crazy like that, I'll jump on because I'm going to be watching.
Yeah. But, I think the Niners are going to be rocking and rolling just because I think I will do this, though, because Matt Mayoko's pretty much came out and said, I guarantee that they're going to trade pick 124, as what will be always known as the Trey Lance pick. You know how late round picks will be. No, Adam Peters. This is another thing why I'm so intrigued of this draft is because of the lack of Adam Petersness.
Yep.
Is another, but we don't know without Adam Peters. And so this is another
and also that's another reason why I'm going to watch the Commanders drafts because I kind of want to see, okay, that's a move we would have made. Oh, yeah, you know what? He would have fit well with us too, kind of a thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think what makes this draft dangerous as well with, Saleh, D'Amico, LaFleur, McDaniels. Well, that's already just 4 coaches that came directly from Shanahan's time. And that's just the Shanahan tree when he's been a Niner. Since he's been a Niner. With so many teams and majority besides D'Amico and Saleh, it's offensive coaches. So that makes Rand Carthen. So this to me, what I'm excited now about the future of the Niners and seeing everything is last year is where I kind of stopped the first round of the Shanahan. Last year would have been the end of their first contracts would be the end of this year. So as we transition into essentially what's caused them to, and on our early picks, see, and that's that. Oh, I would totally. You give me 38, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get into all that. Maybe we should do a mock to see. I'm curious to see how that.
I'm always down for mocks.
Maybe I'll pull one up here. We'll see what the chat says. Vote in the chat, mock yay or nay, and we'll go ahead and we'll go through the comments, and if the chat says mock,
we know how it's going to vote out. We know how it's going to vote out. Come on.
Yeah, we do. But
we don't even know how to need to ask.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead. We'll pay some bills real quick. I'll give you my tackles. We'll pay some bills. Jason will do his tackles. We'll do a mock, and then we'll kind of give our final thoughts and get up out of here. This segment is brought to you by shop49ers.com, the official online store of the 49ers. Use our affiliate link in the description to get the latest official Niner gear, save 10%, as well as help out the show. All right, as always, please make sure that if you're going to go buy any Niner gear from the team store, use our affiliate link. Like it says, not only do you save 10%, but you also help out the show as well. Real quick, I didn't make slides for mine. Y'all have known if you listen to the show, I was starting to lose some favor to him, but I stepped back today and I watched him against UCLA, Jordan Morgan. For those who haven't listened to the show, that's my first tackle. Go ahead, brother. You know what? Drop in the comments and go ahead and gush about him, bro. Anyway, let me see. Sup, Kenny? Yay. Yeah, we all know we're gonna do a draft, bro. We're gonna do a mock. So, Anshel, go ahead and we'll just pull up Anshel's. I watched him against UCLA, and I stepped back and I said, I did 2 things today. I said, let me watch him doing what we do. Like, let me step back and say, is this something I could see him doing as a Niner, or looks like what we do? I didn't see any fucking problems with what he did, what we're going to ask him to do. And that's at left tackle. My other one is a right tackle. So we'll get a little, iffy. John Lynch did kind of hint that it would be somebody that is higher on their boards than everybody else. I think he basically was preparing us for, dude, who the fuck did you want us to take? You know what I'm saying? Like, who was there?
I'm prepared for all the bitching. No matter who we take, half this fan base is going to bitch more. I'm already unless they draft some just like random dude, like besides Mims and maybe Guyton, those are about the only two in general that I'm down on overall. Other than that, pretty much anybody else we could take at 31, I'm okay with. You know what I mean?
I'm all out on Mims.
I'm out on Mims. Like I said, I'm about 90% out on Tyler Guyton. But again, I would take Tyler Guyton over Mims just because at least we've seen something with him to get going with. Like I said, we've got 8 games in Mims. I'm not ready to do that again.
Yeah, see, okay, I was thinking Kingsley. Like, I stepped back and I really tried to dive into the tackles that, I'm not going to lie, I didn't spend a lot on who I know Jason's are, just because, let's be real, they're not going to fall.
No. I think there's a chance.
But if they do, how bad O-line play is. Think about it. There are some people who we'll go through it for the mock draft and everything like that, but I mean, you don't think the Seahawks would love to get Fosnu? Or I said Fosnu. I meant
that's what I was like. If you're talking,
I meant Fuaga. You don't
Fuaga.
think I shouldn't say a Nick Bosa stopper because a man can't be stopped. A Nick Bosa container. I mean, let's be real. How many times did Nick Bosa, like, Geno Smith's having nightmares of Nick Bosa? I mean,
Barton, good choice.
Barton,
BB,
Barton.
BB is another one of my my draft crushes.
I would love Zach Frazier. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'll give us an opportunity. Since this is our last show before the draft, I'll give us a little bit of an opportunity to go through our ideal, scenarios of, because let's be real, we haven't necessarily, we've broken these positions down each individually. These are not necessarily our favorite players in the draft.
No, we're just like, a lot of them were just like interesting picks or scheme fits or something like that.
Look, my second one, I'm not necessarily saying is going to be my second favorite tackle in the draft. But I had to include him because, let's be real, it's most likely who the Niners are going to pick if Jordan Morgan's gone. I think it's between him and Jordan Morgan.
Which all we do is we basically have redrafted Mike McGlinchey.
He's a better pass.
If we get Rosengarten, prepare yourself. We've basically just gotten a younger McGlinchey all over again.
Okay, so let me say this. Was Mike McGlinchey a bad pick?
No, I don't think he was. He was so good in the run game. But yes, there was a downfall. But I think for our system, he was a great player.
Look, I think, honestly, I put Mike McGlinchey as a C.
That's what I put him about. A C.
At the right price, do the Niners re-sign him?
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah. I fully believe that. I believe there was a price that the Niners were willing to re-sign.
This is correct. I agree. He was a bad pick for being the top 10, yes. But if he was a later round draft pick, kind of like Rosengarten would be, then it's 31. Not as it does. That doesn't seem as bad. Yeah,
I'm taking Mike McGlinchey at 31.
Yeah,
I'm definitely thinking. So okay, you could argue at bad pick, but let's be real. There was no possibility that he was going to be there later in the round if we wanted to trade back or whatever, because the Raiders were going to take him. Let's be real. Mike McGlinchey became a Niner because we won that coin flip.
Yeah.
That's why Mike McGlinchey became a Niner. So Okay, no secret. It's Rosengarten. It's my second tackle. When I didn't watch the Michigan game because let's be real, it was bad. I've heard it. Everybody's heard it. Everybody's heard it was horrible during the Michigan game in the national championship. I removed that game from me watching him. Do I see somebody worthy at 31? I think he's a better pass blocker than Mike McGlinchey, though. And is he going to get
kind of a low bar to get over, but
hey, is he going to get in his head? That's the main question I have. Which what we can't know, we can't know. So the problem I had with Kingsley is I didn't see a lot of him doing what we would ask him to do. I saw that with Jordan Morgan. Look, is Jordan Morgan going to be the next Trent? I don't believe so. I don't see domination, right? I don't turn on my tape and I don't say that's somebody that's a top 5 pick. What, Trent Williams went 3rd overall, I believe?
God, that was so long ago.
Hold on. Trent Williams.
I mean, you don't expect any of these guys, even with like Joe Alt, I don't expect him to be the next Trent. Trent is such a freak athlete just in general. He's so generational. Now, could some of these guys be, first team All-Pro players and stuff like that? Like, could a Joe Alt turn into something like that? Could a J.C. Latham turn into something like that? Sure, they could turn into something to where maybe they're not necessarily, the freak that Trent Williams is. But what if they're starting in the NFL for a particular team, just in general? Say he went 4th.
He went 4th.
Say the Chargers pick up Joe Alt. Could I see Joe Alt playing for the Chargers in 15 years? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I think Harbaugh's going to love it.
Well, yeah, I think the NFL we need to find a way to play the Chargers this year. I'm sorry. I just want to see. I need to see that Harbaugh back in Levi's, just because I want to see him throwing his clipboard. I want to see him tossing his thing around. I cannot wait to see that again, and I think they screwed up by not letting us play.
I want to see the awkward handshake hug between him and Jed.
Yeah, because it's not going to be awkward between him and Jed. They're just going to dap it up and be like, "Hey, coach, how you doing, coach?" Yeah, that's going to be cool. Yeah. But the Jed, I want that front and center everywhere. I'm going to see how that turns out between those two.
Yeah, that's definitely Jordan Morgan is part T-Rex. Okay, so then you slide him in the guard.
It's not that big of a deal. You guys
I didn't see it be an issue.
An inch.
I didn't see that. I didn't see it being an issue. I didn't see, yes, his short arms are causing this issue. And fine, worst comes to worst, then we drafted our starting right guard for the next decade.
Yeah, because we know that.
Jason, we drafted our next starting right guard, which, by the way, was the problem in the Super Bowl. Not fucking right tackle, right?
Yeah, we were fine. We were fine with Feliciano. It wasn't Feliciano that was the problem. It was the other guy we drafted to be that heir apparent who really hasn't done a whole lot in Buford. So yeah, I think you guys, not just you guys. I'm talking about everybody. In general, is blowing out of proportion this whole thing about the short arms. It's true. And I know that Angel loves his Jordan Morgan because he's a Wildcat. I get that. You know what I mean? It's like me with the Polynesian guys. We're fighting for him, damn it. But at the end of the day, this much. Get over it. It's not going to.
Realistically, the one I would love to fall that I believe has a chance to fall is Latham.
I don't think Latham's going to fall.
I don't think he's going to fall either. But, I mean, that's the one that's like, if we got him, now that's the one I can see being Trent Williams. That's who I can see being Trent. But this is what it is. At 31, who are we going to get? At 49, at 38, 36. Who are we going to get, Jason?
You talking about just in general?
I'm talking about tackle wise, specifically tackle wise.
Okay, so if we were to draft it there, I mean, from a lot of the drafts I've seen right now,
Jordan Morgan.
Kingsley is falling to us. Like, there's a good chance Kingsley's going to be available to us. Or probably, I'd say there's a 75% chance that Sua Matai is going to be there. Jordan Morgan's probably more than likely going to be there. Occasionally, Walt Frazier will drop there. But somebody like obviously Joe Alt's not doing it, but like I've never seen J.C. Latham fall to us.
Nope.
I feel like I'm forgetting the guy from Penn State. Fuck, I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now.
Chop Robinson? Or the tackle?
No, the tackle. I can't think of his name right now, but I don't see him falling. So if we're going to T-Rex, but yes, there's other way.
Oh God, it's tough because one or two teams will always surprise us.
Yeah, something's gonna happen 10, 11, 12 where we're all gonna be like, what
Who
the
gets a
hell was
DUI?
that? There you go.
I mean,
So because 2 weeks ago we were probably putting T'Vondre Sweat probably somewhere in this conversation. But now he's probably a solid, easily back end second, third round pick because of that one thing.
If he's available I think you start to think about it at 94, depending on who's there. Jaden Hicks. My bad. So you see who's at 94, you see who's available, but if he's there at 124, I believe we got 132.
I don't think he'll last that long. I get it, but
if he does, I find
should.
it very, very hard not to start to take him there.
And you instantly hire the world's greatest weight loss coach because that dude is like he's gonna. Like I said, I've seen reports where he was at like 385 during the seasons. Like I like the big boys, but that's a little too big for long lasting.
If you tell me he played at 385, let's just say 385 at Texas, and he got down to 366 in what, 2 months for the combine, in a month, month and a half, 2 months. If he lost 20 pounds, that's something. Right, that's something, Jason.
Okay.
To say that man was able to drop that weight.
I'm trying to think of big guys that I can think of to compare to him.
What's the one from the Ravens? Tony Seduso.
Tony Seduso. That's what I picked up. He was 6'3", 330, so that's not even close.
That's not even close. Damn, because that was a big boy. When you said 330,
the Goose was a large man, and I looked at Will Wilfork. Wilfork was only 325. I mean, you're talking. I'm trying to think who else was just like big.
What was Isaac Sopowaga? Because that might be the largest human being I've ever seen in my life. Like,
let's see.
Soap. Really cool dude.
That's right. You didn't meet him, didn't you?
What?
I said I forgot that you didn't meet him.
What? Isaac Sopowaga?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I bumped into him a few times. We actually used to go to the same
6'2", 330.
Okay.
Because
honestly, that's probably the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life, bro. I actually bumped into him. So where I used to go get a lot of my Niner stuff back in the day is actually the sports store. He used to get, apparently he was a huge basketball jersey guy. And that's where the place where I used to get a lot of my Niner gear. That's actually closed now. It's actually really sad. But a lot of places where I used to get my Niner gear back in the day was where he would go to get his jerseys. And when I met him the first time, he was actually on his way to go get a jersey from that store. And I was on my way to go return something. Go ahead.
Jordan Mailata, the tackle from the Eagles, he's 365. I'm trying to think people who would remember us. Ted Washington was 375. So the Ted Washington is about what we're looking at.
Okay. But you're talking about somebody who played in the 80s, bro.
Yeah. Trent Williams, 380.
Yeah.
Other Trent,
Williams?
or Trent Williams. Trent Brown. I'm sorry. My bad. Trent Brown. William Perry was 380. Brian McKinnon was 380. Now it says here that Nate Newton was 401. I don't think Nate Newton was 401. He was big, but I don't think he was that big.
So, but if you're creeping into fourth round, I think you gotta start looking at him. All right, we're gonna go ahead and run through the last bills. Let Jason give his. I'll pull up a PFN mock, and we'll go ahead and we'll get that cracking and give you our final thoughts on the draft. This segment is brought to you by SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio at SeatGiant.com to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out this show.
If I find out any of you bought tickets and didn't use our link,
seriously, for real. Like, I mean,
we put it there for a reason. Use it, damn it.
Please, pretty please.
Yes, please.
So okay. Oh wait, hold on, damn it. I'm gonna pause it. I accidentally started it. But we all know Caleb Williams is going 1. Let me pull this up. All right, Jason, give us yours.
All right, and the guy you just were talking bad about, Kingsley Suamataia. So I know everybody keeps wondering how to say it. It's Suamataia.
Suamataia.
Yes. This guy is athletically, he's just kind of like a freak. Not nearly as big or as powerful as Trent Williams is, but you're getting someone it's probably about the size and everything Trent was coming out of college. He's got good arm length, good hand size. He is pretty quick. He's especially with his getting up to his second level targets and everything like that. He's got really good lateral movement and footwork, so he's going side to side. He does have some downsides with him. Occasionally he is a little bit too upright. These are things that can be coached on. Shows a tendency sometimes to be a little over aggressive. You know how my people be. Sometimes we get a little bit personal, we get a little crazy on there. Does need to work on his coordination between his hands and feet, which says a lot because he's also ranked very highly with his vertical, that he still needs to get some coordination between his hands and feet. So that is my first guy that I'm picking up there. All right. And the second one, you guys should already know who it is. It's going to be Floyd Furtado. This guy probably plays with just probably the most aggression I have seen in a long time. Talofa, how's it, Sully? You can't not like a guy who plays with his belly hanging out. I don't think the NFL still allows that. Like, I mean, just like if you're cool, if you're badass enough to play with your belly up, I'm all for it. So, I mean, there's just that. Like I said, I did watch him play. Like I said, he is just aggressive. He is definitely a better pass blocker than he is a run blocker right now. So there is that stylistic, maybe not necessarily, but if we're going to be throwing a lot more because of kind of how it seems to be with with Brock and everything, maybe that's something we need to look into. He's got a good flexibility in maintaining his stance, so he doesn't get caught off balance or anything like that. He's inconsistent on his positioning at times. Does need to get better with his hand usage, and then he's not as dominating as a run blocker. So if we're looking for someone who is going to be just from the get-go that power running game kind of a player, he's definitely not going to be it. But I think he could transition into that kind of a play. But again, with him, it's more about just the attitude. He comes in, he's just me. He's just going to knock you around and he's going to go after you. So I do think that would transition fine for us at some point.
John was cracking, bro. Look.
What's up, John?
If available. See, I'm pulling it up. We got the mock draft simulator ready to rock and roll. And I'm pulling it up and I'm like, what worries me about this draft is that if these players start to fall, I mean, You don't think the Shecox would love to have him?
Well, yeah.
So are we trading? Are we trading up to 15? You see what I'm saying? There's going to be some players in this draft that it's the one from Oregon State. Why did I forget his name right now?
Fuaga?
From Oregon State. Oh yeah,
Fuaga.
Fuaga. Man, that man scares me in the Yams or Shecox.
That he's probably the meanest of anybody right now.
Like that really scares me, bro.
He reminds me, and I don't know if for anybody who knows behind the scenes wrestling, Haku. I don't know if you guys remember Haku.
The Samoan dude.
He's Tongan, but same island. But Haku could walk into a bar of the biggest badasses in the world, and they would all shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like they knew he was he's gonna. If there was a fight backstage and Haku was like, "Stop!" everybody froze. So
yeah, it's just one of those things. He's the one you let off the bus first in high school.
Yes, and you know what I mean with Fuaga. Like I said, he has that same kind of a personality. Not everybody is necessarily that mean, kind of and acting like that, but with toughness wise, yeah, he's up there.
One thing I actually did forget to say, and to get your part about Kingsley, is John Lynch said, I believe in bloodlines. I really do. Which
yep.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's got two cousins in the NFL.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Penny Sewell.
But Penny Sewell is that man's cousin. So honestly, truthfully, the more I've stepped back and the more I thought about it, and that's why I did it in my most recent mock draft. Matter of fact, let me pull that up real quick.
I believe I was talking about this is center from Georgia, I want to believe. I think that's who it is. Also a very good center.
So my last draft, I was able to get Johnny Newton at 31, which if he's available at 31, that's exactly who the fuck I want us to take. This is pretty close to my ideal draft. We got Johnny Newton going 31. We got Roger Rosengarten at 63. Jordan Morgan just wasn't there. Tanner Bortolini at 94. Mason McCormick at 124. I did this one with no trades. Cam Hart at 132, Luke McCaffrey at 135, Fabian Lovett at 176, Sony Vaki at 211, Gabriel Murphy at 215, and then, of course, as I will do in any draft, Frankie G. Jr. at 251.
What number was Vaki
at? 211, I think it was. Hold on, let me pick it up. Yeah, I got him at 211. I was between taking Murphy and Bavaki first, and I just said, you know what? Let me go ahead and take Stoney, just so I know. Let's be real, the Niners are, if he's available at where we feel comfortable drafting him, we're going to draft him.
I mean, we only talked to the kid like 6-7 times.
7 to 8 times, so we're going to draft. And that's why I did that and said, at that point, I was taking a flyer on, either one of the Murphy twins, and just saying, hey, let's take a flyer at an edge, just because all my edges that I had thinking were gone because, it's just the way the board fell and everything like that. But I mean, if that was our draft, I'm not
too bad. I would be happy with that draft.
I would be pretty juiced with that draft. And also, I think what I was excited about too, I feel that's pretty realistic. But I don't think I reached too bad for anybody. I
don't know if Rosengarten will be that late, but
I mean, that's the way the board fell. I don't think so either. Yeah. That I ain't gonna lie. That's why I picked him right there too, because Peyton Wilson was available still, but I panicked because I was like, dude, he's not gonna I don't know what the fuck to do at tackle after this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I gotta pick Rosengarten here. I already passed up on basically one of my tackles. So anyway, we'll go ahead and we're gonna run through the mock real quick. Let me go ahead and pull it up so y'all can see it. I have it on normal, I think. So do you want to do trades or no trades?
Let's not do trades.
Okay. No trades. Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, Fashanu just went. Brock Bowers. Ooh, wait.
That's the Penn State guy.
Yeah. Fashanu. There you go. Brock Bowers. Wow, they took Brock Bowers instead of Joe Alt. So Joe Alt was able to slide to the Jets.
Yeah,
You know what?
His line.
Yeah, that gives him a damn good line. Troy Fautanu going to the Raiders. Talisi Fluaga going to the Aints.
Now you're going to see that run.
So in this draft, the Seahawks traded out of it, and with the Bucks, and the Bucks took Jared Verse. Latu went to the Jags. J.C. Latham at 18. So let's pause it right there, and we'll go ahead and we'll Texans. Question: anybody trading up 18 for Latham? I mean, in theory, this is about where probably he should go, maybe a little earlier.
I could see if that was a move I could see us making if we really wanted him. I've been able to trade with the both the Colts and the Bengals. So I've gotten all the way to 15.
Yeah, would you have to give up?
31, 94, 35, 135, and a third next year.
Not too bad. I'd be pretty excited for this. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be okay with this. Yams took oh please. Mims. I would love if they took Mims. Chop Robinson going 22. That's a little concerning, bruh. Because if Chop can hit, that makes that Detroit D line is pretty scary. Cooper DeJean, McKinstry, Nate Wiggins, Tyler Guyton, Jack Power, JPC going to the Seahawks at 26, Graham Barton at 27, Brian Murphy going 31. I want to at least see what the offer is. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That's not a bad offer, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of really want to take this, bro.
Run it.
Fuck it. Yeah, I would hella take that. Zach Frazier, cool. Okay, this is not realistic because so let's see who's available on the board. Because I don't think this trade's very realistic. Washington is offering us their first next year for 34 and 124 and 36 for 120. Like, come on, bro. They're not giving us a first next year and 36 this year for 34 and 124. That's not a realistic trade.
Who's on the board after them? So let's see.
So we got Johnny Newton. We got Johnny Newton, Kingsley, Jordan Morgan.
They'd have to be dead set on Bo Nix, but I don't think Bo Nix would. They would, yeah, like me.
Hey, what I'm nervous about here in this realistic draft, this is what I'm worried about. Let's say they take Bo Nix. Are the Cardinals going to take Johnny Newton? I don't know if I want to face Johnny Newton 2 years in a row. I'm okay with them taking Jordan Morgan, and you say we get Rosengarten. What do they have him ranked at? Wow, they have Patrick Paul ranked over him. Let's take a look at tackles. So we've got Kingsley, Joe Morgan, Patrick Paul, and Roger Rotengarten. So we move back 2 spots. We're guaranteed either Kingsley, Jordan Morgan, or Rosengarten. Who's
I
that?
mean, there's still Blake
69?
Fisher there, who I actually like Blake Fisher.
Yeah. Take it or no?
I mean,
I'm
it's so unrealistic. I would say no.
okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Just take the
In
pick.
real life, we would damn sure take that trade.
Oh yeah, that all day.
Let me
We'll
see.
get 4
Who do we
spots
got
and
left on the
probably
board?
a mid-tier first round next year. Sure.
All right. So what's everybody thinking? Let us know in the chat. What are you thinking, Jason? Johnny Newton, Kingsley, or Jordan Morgan? That's where I'm looking at here at 34.
I'd be happy
Keep
with
in
either
mind.
of the linemen.
Keep in mind. Yeah, Peters would not offer that. Thank you. Let me know. You know who I want. Yeah, I already know who you want, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really leading Johnny Newton here. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He's not gonna slide all the way to 34. If he slides at 34, bruh, let us know. Anybody in the draft? We're taking votes. You know, this is Jason will get the second round. I wanna, or realistically, let's put it this way: who do you think the Niners would select here? Honestly, I think they select Johnny Newton.
I just knowing their bloodline with the D tackle.
Yeah, yeah.
As much as I would hate it,
All
it's just like I could just see that it's such a them. And to be honest, you know what? Everybody knocks on getting a D tackle, but we're still thin on the D line in general. So
yeah, looks like we got to hope for Roger because everybody else just went. Damn, I was hoping that we might get that nickel back from Washington, Max Melton.
yeah,
Damn, Marshawn Nealon just went to the Chicago's.
ooh, Will
They
Shipley,
went,
Shipley to the fucking Dolphins would be nasty.
yeah, I just saw that. Him and Raheem the Dream in the same backfield. That's starting to look real nice. All right, we got all
All the tackles.
we're not gonna go back to back D line.
Full cornerbacks.
We wouldn't take Peyton Wilson because of his injury history. Yeah, or what, Roger?
Full cornerbacks.
Corners. Cam Hart we can get later. All these are in 80s. We got picked. We got 68 when we traded back to 34. So we got a pick in 5 picks.
Yeah, so go back to go to all.
Michael Hall. I'm at all. If we didn't pick Johnny Newton, Michael Hall would be somebody that would be in play here, I believe.
Scroll down a little bit.
All right, my bad. Hey, let me. Baylor Trice. Roger Rosengarten.
Yeah, at that point, it's got to be Roger at that point.
Yeah, we're taking Roger here. Brandon Frisk, Braswell to the fucking Yams. Yeah, I'm not interested in that one. I'm not interested in that one either. All right, let me see. Who do we got on the board? Chris Jenkins. Peyton Wilson's still there. They're not going to draft him, but if it was me personally, I would take him. Both of my linebackers are here. Who do we got? And hold on, let me see. No, I'll just do this. What they have him ranked at 108. Our next pick is 124. Who do we got? Okay. You already know, bro, who I want to pick. I'm being realistic. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. No, I don't. I'm not seeing anybody here that I'm convinced otherwise of. You already know who I'm taking, bro. Wait, what are we at? We're at 68. That's a bit of a reach, though. 68. Our next pick is 124. Yeah, I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. Y'all give me shit if you want. But I'm telling you, we just drafted the future, brother. Oh God, we're not getting Jalen Hicks. It's gonna break my heart. I want him so bad, bro. It's gonna break my heart.
Such an overdraft.
I don't care. Leave me alone. Look. Realistically, we would have had this pick, and I think realistically, he would have been a lot better at 94. But
You're waiting 9 hours before our next draft pick.
I know, right? We don't, because he's not lasting into 124. All right. Who do we got? Jalen Wright.
All right, so it's my pick.
I see Jalen Wright. People talking about Jalen Wright coming to us. Mason McCormick. What are we thinking, bro?
Scroll way up, or is that the top?
That's pretty much the top.
Go back to cornerbacks.
Cam Hart.
Yep. What up, Brian? How's it going, my brother?
Jared Jones.
I'm sagging Cam Hart.
Yeah, I was at Cam Hart here too. Damn, they got Mason McCormick. Brendan Rice, 131.
I don't understand everybody's fascination with Brendan Rice. I really don't.
Because he's Jerry's son.
I know, but when you look, like I said, he wasn't all that great.
Theo Johnson, I think, might be interesting here.
I wouldn't mind Theo Johnson.
What do y'all think of okay. Let me see. Offense. Let's look at receiver. We can get McCaffrey later. McCaffrey's the only one I'm really liking here. Tight end Theo Johnson. We already got our tackle. Coleman.
Zach Sinter's another good offensive lineman.
Yeah. Harbaugh.
Yep.
Teron Harper. We're not going to take another safety. 31st overall, Jalen Hicks. Let's go, baby. So I'm between Theo Johnson and Brandon Coleman. What are you thinking, bro? Mind you, we do have another pick in like 3 picks.
Yeah. If you wanted to reach for a tight end now, that wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah. I like Theo Johnson a little bit. Cool. And then I'm not interested in trading with the Yams. Coleman, that's what I'm thinking. Get a guard.
Go to wide receivers.
Wide receivers. Do we get McCaffrey?
I would take McCaffrey at the spot.
You're thinking McCaffrey, Coleman or Zinger?
I take McCaffrey there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My bad, bro. My bad. It's your pick. I'm tripping. Okay, hold on. Let me get to offense and go to receivers. All right, cool. Let me see. Jalen Wright just went. Nick Robinson, Coleman, Ray Davis, Jonah Ellis, Marshawn
Brandon
Lloyd.
Ellis is I know Angel liked him, and I looked into him. He's pretty nice.
Coleman just went. Zinger just went. Shaheem Bell would have been nice if we didn't take Theo Johnson.
That wouldn't be bad.
Kevin Foster, Curtis Jacobs, Garrett Greenfield was somebody that somebody Larry Cooper likes a lot. All right, let me see. I'm not seeing anybody. Let me go all. Yeah, I haven't. Or Eric All. If we didn't take Theo Johnson, I know the Niners. Was it a 30 visit that they had with Eric All?
Something with him.
I know they met with him at some point. Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna take the fucking Michigan guard. The linebacker was somebody I had looked into a little bit. Eric All just went to the Aints. Mo Kamara lasting to 197. Fabian, wow, 99 for Fabian Levitt. Sonny Vaki just went. Damn.
I was kind of hoping he'd be there.
I was kind of hoping he'd be there too.
Look at safeties.
Milton. Let me see. What are you thinking here, dog?
Safety.
Yeah, Savaki would have been my pick here.
Let's see. Go edge now.
What happened?
Look at edges.
Gabriel Murphy. That's who I got, but he was available later too.
Yeah.
That guy at the 215.
Have we grabbed a linebacker yet? No, we look at linebackers.
No. This is where I grabbed Vivaki, and 215 was where I took Gabriel Murphy.
I'm not liking any of those. Go to overall best available.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is where I've kind of started to struggle. Darren Harker, that was one of my tight ends. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad.
Didn't we already grab a tight end?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying if we didn't grab Theo Johnson, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If we did take Joe Milton here, I wouldn't be 1,000% mad at it. If this is the board we're looking at, having already took a tight end, Sonny Vaki already gone, I wouldn't be mad if we took Joe Milton here.
No, we'll go and take Milton.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad. And y'all should already know. Oh wait, no, we got. How many more picks do we have?
Two.
We got 2 more picks. 215. Why did it? Okay, I was about to say, why did it skip us? I'm not seeing anybody here that jumps. Oh wait. Yeah,
I like Logan Lee. I like everybody from that Iowa defense, though.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna leave you to pick the last pick. Don't care what anybody says. Let's go. Frankie Gayson gets to make the call to his son.
Which I think is realistic. I truly do.
I think so too. I think right around here, because let's be real, this could very well be our last pick, Jason, that I just made, right? 215. Could very well be our last pick. All right. And we're at 251 coming up here pretty quickly. I'm not going to even keep up with the draft. I have no idea who any of these players are. All right. What are we looking at here, big dog?
Give me a defensive lineman.
Edge or
edge.
tackle? Gabriel Murphy's still there. This is about where he should go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Murphy.
Upshaw, Murphy. All right, so we'll go ahead and let it finish out. Johnny Newton, Roger Rosengarten, Jalen Hicks, Cam Hart, D.L. Johnson, Luke McCaffrey, Ladarius Henderson, Joe Milton, Frank Gore Jr., and Gabriel Murphy. I don't think that's a bad draft. Look, I know that Jalen Hicks was a reach.
A little bit.
Okay. But let's be real. The 68 pick would be 94, right? 68 would be 94 because that's the pick we traded 94 for. That's the pick we traded 31 and 94 for. So realistically, that would have been 94. And you know what? Breaking my heart. So Brian, my bad. I didn't even see y'all comments. I know Hicks is a huge reach, but 94, I'm taking him. I'm sorry. If he's there, I'm taking him. Just because he's not going to last the 124.
No, he won't.
He won't. So I'm taking him at 94. And you know what? When he's fucking knocking out DK Metcalf and standing over him and Levi's is lit, y'all can thank me then. All right. So final thoughts before we rock and roll till Thursday, Jason.
I'm glad we're about there. Can't wait for Thursday so we can get some finally get some open our Christmas presents more or less. And see what the next what the future holds for this team.
I'm excited. We could, in theory, draft the next, George Kittle. We could draft the next, DJ Jones. We could draft the next, Jesse Sapolo.
Yeah.
I think that everybody, I was talking to my girl and she says, and she was like, how many draft picks usually make it out, impacts in the league and everything like that. I was like, well, think about it, babe. There's over 200 players picked, and how many of those players have you ever really heard of? Coming from the future, And I said, so yeah, majority of these players will be insurance salesmen in 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Or security guards or
high school
coaches, scouts, whatever, agents. I was like, but I said, hope springs eternal. And the unknown, it can excite some people. And ultimately, I think one of the coolest things about the draft is, I'm not a hater, so I'm excited that some little kid, I shouldn't say little kid, but some, teenager, some young man is going to have his lifelong dream realized today or, on Thursday.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people are going to be able to change. Some people are going to be taken out of the hood and their families' lives will be forever changed. And I'm as happy for that as anything. I'm all about pulling people out of poverty, and there are going to be some people who are able to pull their family out of poverty.
Generational wealth coming up on that.
A little generational wealth will be made on Thursday, Friday. Well, let's be real. Most likely not really Friday and Saturday, but definitely Thursday. And so I'm excited. And ultimately, at least going into Thursday, it's a lot different than the last two. Look, let's be real. I think the hype and the what the 2021 draft was for us Niner creators. You know, we had to pay the back end the last 2 years of that. But at least going into the draft, we assume somewhere around 6:45, or I'm sorry, 7:45, around 7:45-ish on Thursday night, we'll be talking about a Niner first round draft pick. Or at
Yeah,
least
it's gonna be kind of nice for the first time for a
yeah,
while.
or at least talking about a trade that
Yeah.
gets us excited for the next day. And hey, we can talk Niner football sooner, tomorrow. So yeah, I'm definitely excited. Can't wait to see y'all Thursday. I have it written down here. If y'all give me like 2 seconds. Oh wait, no, that's my work schedule. I know it'll be 4:30. 4:30, 4:45 is around when we'll be rocking and rolling on Thursday. Can't wait to see y'all there. I got a special surprise for y'all on Thursday. Jason already knows what I'm talking about. I got a special surprise for y'all on Thursday.
I do.
So make sure what we talked about off air last time.
It's been a crazy week at work, man. I don't remember shit.
I'll tell anyway. You'll see then. Jason will be surprised on Thursday. Anyway, final words, Jason.
See y'all Thursday. Can't wait.
Thursday we start at 8 a.m. Man, Kenny, I would shoot you if you did that shit, bro. I'm like, no, Kenny, no, bad Kenny.
Hey, I'm off on Friday, so we can go all day Friday if anybody's gonna be live.
Holy shit! Oh man, God, I better get some sleep tonight and tomorrow night. All right, y'all. I can't wait. All right, brother. We'll see you Thursday.
Bye for time. 10-11, everybody. Thank you.
Yay! All right, y'all. We really appreciate y'all showing up for this show and everything. Can't wait. Super excited for Thursday. Almost here. All right, y'all. Faith, love, and happiness. We'll see you Thursday. Go Niners.